So guys, week 5 has passed and week 6 is... I made a mistake. I make a lot of mistakes, guys, but yeah, I guess you could say mistakes happen. As I was saying, week 6, that's it, week 6 is coming. There we go. But before I get down to week 6 predictions, I want to see how I did well in week 5. So let's see. Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2. Okay, I've got this one horribly wrong. I said 2-2, but 2-1 Liverpool. Let's be honest, Liverpool played very well, the better team in this game, and they deservedly won the game. Although I don't think they needed to be at their best to beat Tottenham because Tottenham were that bad on the day. Really bad. If Liverpool were actually at their best, they would have scored like 4 or 5. And after a bad defeat at Watford, how could Spurs turn up like this? I mean, I'm really disappointed in them. But yeah, 5 wins in a row for Liverpool. Good start to the season. I think they have the potential to win the league, but I don't think they will win the league, actually. I still think City could, but I don't know. I just don't know what to decide, really. I feel like my mind is changing every week. Spurs, I don't know where they're going this season, so they're probably challenging for the top 4. I mean, they can say that they're going for the title, but no, I don't think they will win the title. They're not going to. Bournemouth 4, Leicester 2. Again, I'm wrong. I said 2-2, but at least this wasn't actually a dull game, though. Say when chances came to Leicester, they didn't take them, but when chances came to Bournemouth, they took them, and that's why Bournemouth won the game. Completely battered Leicester throughout. Although it seems both teams are vulnerable in defence, but Leicester are more vulnerable because this game just proves it. And Bournemouth score a lot of goals. I mean, the way they're playing this season compared to the first 4 games of last season, the big difference. They are playing really well and scoring a lot of goals, collecting points. Yeah, things are really looking good for Bournemouth here. Really good times. I wonder how they'll get on throughout the season though. A top 10 finish? That might happen. Leicester, I'm not sure about a top 10 finish because they have a bad defence. I mean, they got players like Vardy and Maguire, but the defence needs sorted out, it really does. And they were down to 10 men. Whereas Morgan, their captain, got sent off. He really shouldn't be doing that. He's a captain. Why do that? Chelsea 4, Cardiff 1. Okay, I said Chelsea would win, but I didn't get the exact scoreline right. I said 2-0 Chelsea. Let's be honest, Cardiff went ahead through Saul Bamba, but until Chelsea have equalised, Cardiff completely capitulated. It seems as though Cardiff's game plan was working until Eden Hazard equalised for Chelsea. Although Eden Hazard hat-trick is very nice to see. I love Eden Hazard, and I also love Willian, because he scored an absolute screamer in that game. What a goal that was. So yeah, 5 wins in a row for Chelsea. I think they have the potential to win the league this time. I don't care if Sarri says they're not good enough and could do better. I think they are good enough to win the league. So if Cardiff want to stay in the league, they have to make sure they have a good defence and score enough goals to actually stay in. That's the key. Huddersfield 0, Crystal Palace 1. 1-1, I said, but I felt Crystal Palace were lucky in this game because Huddersfield had a host of chances, but they didn't take them. They just can't get the ball in the back of net, Huddersfield, at home. You see, a lack of goals is Huddersfield's problem since they came up in the Premier League. A lack of goals. Although, all Crystal Palace needed is a moment of brilliance from Wilfred Zaha to win the game. I mean, what a goal it was. Without Wilfred Zaha, I always ask this question, where would Crystal Palace be? Yeah, things are looking really bad for Huddersfield actually. No wins so far this season, can't score at home, can't score enough goals. Yeah, where is the win going to come from? Manchester City 3, Fulham 0. Oh yeah, I got this one right, 3-0. Just what I needed. Yes. Also what Man City needed as well. Also what Leroy Sané needed as well. I mean, a goal inside 2 minutes on your return. Yeah, I was kind of shocked that Sané didn't go to the World Cup with Germany. I mean, if Germany had taken him, it would have made a difference for them. They wouldn't have went out in like 3 games. So I'm starting to think, yeah, Sané really should have played in that squad. It would have made a difference. I think it would have. But yeah, Man City, as always, good at scoring goals, and they dominate teams. They dominated Fulham. They scored 3 goals, another 3 points in the bag. And they keep ground on Liverpool and Chelsea at the top of the league. And Fulham, well, after a bright start before Sané scored, completely capitulated. I mean, if Fulham are to stay in the Premier League themselves, they have to sort out that defence as well. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2. Oh yeah, this one right as well. 2-1. Again, in the first half, Arsenal didn't really play that well. In the second half, they improved and thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Newcastle, where are they going? Avoiding relegation, of course, but, you know, the lack of goals, I mean, where are the goals going to come from? I mean, they played well in the first half, but every chance that came, they just can't put the ball in the back of the net. However, they did put the ball in the back of the net in the 90th minute. In the second half, Arsenal completely outplayed them, and yeah, that's Newcastle's downfall, by the way. 3 home defeats in a row for Newcastle. Yep, and 1 point so far this season. Yeah, things are looking very bleak now for Newcastle. They have to do something very quick. As for Arsenal, well, they're starting to pick up some 3 points. That's 3 wins in a row, but they have to learn to control games better. I mean, 2-1. It isn't comfortable, but they still won, so that's the main thing. Can Arsenal win the league? I don't think they will, but I think they'll try and get top 4. Top 4 is what they're probably going to go for, really. Watford 1, Manchester United 2. Again, this one's wrong. 2-2. Watford didn't really start brightly, and this is what made Manchester United go 2-0 up with Lukaku and Smalling, both very good goals, although Lukaku's goal was actually lucky, went in off his stomach. Chris Smalling's goal, I mean, that's the finish of a striker. I really like that strike. Watford finally woke it up in the second half, but they were too late, despite Andre Gray's goal. And for the second game in a row, Manchester United have a man sent off. The man you match this time, and it really was pretty stupid. Nearly resulted in Manchester United losing 2 points. But for David De Gea, saving from Christian Kabasele, yep, they got the 3 points, so say something when your keeper wins you the 3 points. United are still an unbalanced squad to me, so, I don't know if they'll win the league this season. They probably won't, but they'll try and get top 4. That's their main thing, top 4, I know that. And Watford's first defeat of the season, but, it's only your first defeat of the season, so, don't be too negative just yet. You're only 6 games in as your first defeat of the season. Wolves 1, Burnley 0. I'm wrong again. 1-1. Wolves were clearly the better side in this game. They dominated Burnley from start to finish, and they had a lot of chances to put away, but they should have won like 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, but only 1-0. It's not comfortable, but yeah, you still got the 3 points. The second win of the season. Now Wolves are going somewhere. I know we're only 6 games in, but I don't think Wolves will go down. I really don't. Burnley, I really worry about Burnley this season. I mean, 4 defeats in a row and no goals. Yeah, I really worry about them a lot. They aren't exactly the side from last season. Last season was a very good squad, but this squad, I really don't know. Europa League is over, so I didn't think that would trouble them at all, but still, they lost another game. Allowing Wolves to dominate you in that game is just so embarrassing. But like I said, only 6 games in, so there's still time for Burnley to turn this around. I can tell it's not going to be very dull with Wolves this season. It's not really going to be dull. Everton 1, West Ham 3. I'm wrong again. I said 1-1. Although I was right about West Ham nicking something out of this one, but I didn't expect them to get 3 points. But I have to be honest, Yarmolenko's debut, 2 goals. What a start. And since Yarmolenko's first goal, West Ham just completely outplayed Everton and outmuscled Everton throughout the park. And West Ham's first point this season, they really needed that, and I think Manuel Pellegrini has finally found a system that actually works. This game just proved it. They played well, and they've beaten a good side like Everton. Unexpectedly, away from home. These 3 points should give West Ham confidence now, so they should go on and try and collect more points throughout the season. They have to this time. Everton were actually bleak in this game. I really can't understand why they put in such a performance like that. I know there's been injuries and Mina and Gomez not playing and Richarlison suspended, but really that's no excuse. They still have good enough players to actually play better than that. Seriously. Although 6 games in, like I keep saying, and just their first to beat the season, nothing to be too negative about. You're only 6 games in, so besides, there's still a long, long way to go to turn this around. Southampton 2, Brighton 2. Well, I've got the draw right, but not the result. I said 0-0 because I thought it'd be a boring game, but it really wasn't a boring game. I mean, it was actually a very good game to watch, actually, and the first goal, Højbjerg, what a strike that was. I think so far, I think it's the best Premier League goal so far this season. Then they went 2-0 ahead Southampton, Danny Ings' penalty, which was a very cool penalty, but 2 minutes later, Shane Duffy brings Brighton back into it. And yeah, Brighton pushed and pushed and pushed. In the last minute, they get their reward. A draw, 1 point, and yeah, their first point away from home this season, Brighton, and also their first 2 away goals this season away from home. Yeah, Southampton really need to control games better, really. And Brighton really should learn to score goals away from home and win games away from home, but yeah, hopefully this one should be a starter for them. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get down to week 6 of the Premier League this season, so here we go. 12:30 kick-off on Saturday, Fulham and Watford. Watford, in my opinion, are a better side than Fulham, so I just think Watford will win this one for sure. I think that because I still think Fulham have a lot to learn in the Premier League. I know they've been out for 5 years, but still, 5 years outside the Premier League, and you come back into it after 5 years, there's still a lot for you to learn again. And the defence needs sorted out, and against a good Watford side, well, you have to learn to defend very well. Watford was sort of unlucky to lose to United, I just said, but they didn't do enough to actually get a point out of that one. But they should take some positivity out of that game and bring it into this game, so I think Watford will come away with a 2-1 victory. And the 3 o'clock kickoffs, Burnley and Bournemouth. Again, I think Bournemouth will take the 3 points from this one, because Burnley are yet to get going this season. 1 point so far this season, they're bottom of the table, so yeah, things are really looking bad for them. They'll try and play better in this game, but I just think the way Bournemouth are playing right now, I think they will take the 3 points. The way Bournemouth have completely battered Leicester and scored 4 goals, and they are very good at scoring goals, but also I learned that Bournemouth are vulnerable in defence. But right now, Burnley are vulnerable in defence as well. So yeah, another 3 points for Bournemouth in the bag. I think this one's going to be a 2-0 victory. Cardiff against Manchester City. Easy. It's so easy. Again, I think Man City will win this one because against a Cardiff side who can't score enough goals and they're yet to get a win this season, I think that Man City are just going to completely dominate them in the park. The complete opposites are Cardiff can't score goals, but Man City score a lot. Cardiff can't really dominate games, but Man City can. So no, I still do not think Cardiff will get the win this time. In fact, Man City are easily going to win this one, a possible 2-0. That is 3 away wins I predicted. Crystal Palace against Newcastle. Crystal Palace were kind of lucky to win that game at Huddersfield. Newcastle were sort of unlucky to lose against Arsenal, but in the second half they completely switched off. But Palace do win games when Zaha is playing in that team, and I think Palace will actually get something from this game. It's all looking pretty bad for Newcastle so far this season. No wins and 3 defeats in a row. Also 3 home defeats in a row. The defence needs sorted out and they don't really have a prolific striker. So yeah, I think Crystal Palace will win this one 1-0. Leicester against Huddersfield. This one's tough. This one's really tough. Leicester, like I said, have a very bad defence and Wes Morgan is obviously going to be suspended. But still, Leicester still have good enough players to actually win this game. And Huddersfield can't score any goals, they can't even defend, so... But I think Huddersfield will actually get a point in this game because the way they played against Everton in their last away game, picking up a point, and it was a very good performance. But anyway, 1-1 is what I'm predicting right here because you see, I think Leicester will switch off when Huddersfield come forward, Huddersfield will score, and then Leicester will just go up the other end and score. So, yeah, both teams have very bad defences, so I think it's going to be a fair result. Liverpool against Southampton. Easy one. I think Liverpool are definitely going to win this one because Southampton can't really take control of games and they can't really keep a lead. It proves so. They can't even keep a lead against Brighton at home. I know they have a miserable home record, but they kind of do better away from home actually. But Liverpool unbeaten at home for over a year. Wow. I don't think Southampton will stand a chance. Though the way Liverpool performed at Tottenham, they didn't need to play at their best, although I don't think they really need to play at their best here against Southampton, so I think it's just going to be a 3-0 Liverpool victory. Manchester United against Wolves. Oh, this is a very interesting one actually, because Manchester United, I still think, are an unbalanced squad coming into this game against a very tough Wolves side, a very good Wolves side, if I must say. Again, it's still tough because Matic is going to be suspended, I know that for sure, I think he's going to be suspended. Because I think it's a worthy red card, a worthy second yellow card. And the way Wolves are completely battered Burnley from start to finish is completely unbelievable. Like, a side who just come up from the Championship and play like this, wow, they're a side who actually wants to go further. Having been out of the Premier League since 2012, and now they're back in it, the way they turned up is just so amazing, actually. Though, I don't think they will come away with 3 points against Manchester United away from home. Because Manchester United still have the quality to take 3 points out of a game, even though they don't really dominate or they don't really play well. So yeah, I think it's going to be a 2-0 United victory. And the 5:30 kick-off, Brighton and Tottenham. In the last 2 games for Brighton, they came back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2. Thanks to Glenn Murray in both those games. And they're against a Spurs side, a very good Spurs side, who have just lost to Liverpool so badly. I was really disappointed in Spurs that day. So Tottenham need to bounce back, although I think they'll try and bounce back in this game, but I don't think they'll get the 3 points. Because I think Brighton are going to put up a fight, they're going to put some spirit up, and I think Brighton will get a point. It's not exactly going to be another comeback, like from 2-0 down, but I think Brighton are actually just going to keep Spurs out, so I think this one's going to be a 1-1 draw. And on to the Sunday's fixtures. 1:30, West Ham against Chelsea. West Ham, West Ham, West Ham. After the win you had at Everton, now you're up against Chelsea at home. A Chelsea side who won 5 games in a row. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to work a lot harder than at Everton to actually get a point out of Chelsea, maybe 3. And can Chelsea actually get a 6th win in a row and keep top of the table above Liverpool? Although I think Chelsea would actually get the 3 points. I don't know if West Ham actually played very well or if Everton actually played badly, but I don't think West Ham will stand a chance against Chelsea. So my prediction, I think it'll be a 2-1 Chelsea victory. And now for the 4 o'clock kick-off on Sunday, Arsenal against Everton. Big game this one. Let's not forget the dreadful record Everton had away at Arsenal since 1996. But seeing as though Arsenal are struggling to control games, although they have won 3 games in a row, so that's good for them, although against an Everton side, I mean, I'm not sure because Everton these days, you never know about them. Both sides want Champions League, but I think Arsenal are likely to get it than Everton actually. And the way Everton played against West Ham is just, it's just bleak, just very bleak. But with Richarlison coming back in, obviously, and obviously maybe Mina and Gomez starting, Everton have to do better than that West Ham. I think they will do better, but I still think it'll be enough to actually beat Arsenal. Because of the Emirates, it's always a good atmosphere, or Arsenal are always playing well at the Emirates. They score a lot of goals at the Emirates, so, yep, I'm just going to say 2-1 Arsenal. And there you have it, guys. Those are my predictions for Week 6. Yeah, Week 5 is obviously my worst performance yet, so... yeah, but hopefully I do better here. I have to do better. I predicted a lot of draws in Week 5. I don't really know why. It's just because I wasn't sure about those type of games. But hopefully some of these are actually right. Okay guys, that is actually it for this video, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please leave a like and a comment down below. And for Week 6 guys, I will see you guys then. Peace!